Alewife Day at Maine Forest and Logging Museum. Grace Bradley brings us over to Bradley for the current event.
Celebrating the return of alewives to Blackman Stream. Every year, millions, literally millions of adults come back up through here to spawn in Chimo Pond. The problem is with the dams and the barriers we put in their way, they can't quite make it. So we, NOAA, our partners, Corps of Engineers, and several others, designed and built this fishway to help them get back into Chimo Pond.
Catching a glimpse of the alewife's journey to Chimo Pond, visitors were able to give them a hand by catching and releasing them into the fish ladder.
I just caught fish.
How do you feel?
Happy.
Have you learned anything cool today?
Yes.
What?
How to fish.
Up the hill, you'll find the smokehouse, where you can sample smoked alewives yourself. I know I had to.
Had the pleasure of trying smoked alewife for the first time.
How is it?
It's very delicious. A lot of bones, which is to be expected, but I mean, the flavor is gorgeous. Has this beautiful caramelized brown color. It's got a sweet taste to it.
Getting out of the mainstream, the museum held blacksmith, wool spinning, and water-powered sawmill demonstrations across the property. Why the big fuss for such a small fish? Because, like most anything in nature, alewives play an important role in our ecosystem.
Alewives are referred to as the fish that feeds everything, and they can go to sea, and they can feed seals and cormorants, and they can feed people. So it's an intricate web, and they're an integral part of it.
The fish we're here for, they provide and have provided an important food source for so many different communities, including the forestry community way back in the day. If you tried some of the smoked alewife, that's how they had to prepare them to keep them good to eat through the winter.
Well, just seeing where things that you interact with daily come from, especially when it comes to animals and the food we eat, we're often detached, just going to a grocery store. So it's neat to see what you can do with the resources around you.
We want to celebrate the fact that, we need to keep this resource going. It's important for the animals in the area. It's important for some of the satellite industries. The lobster industry does use alewives for bait. You have to be responsible about your community, as in the whole ecological and environment community.
Grace Bradley, WABI TV 5 News, Bradley.